Tonight, from GEHA Field at
Perfect.
Stadium in Kansas City,
Let's go.
it's the AFC Championship
Starts
game
already.
on
Come
EA
on.
Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again with a fullback Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Another carry for Burton. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Go Patty.
Mahomes going to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
Demarcus Robinson from 6 yards away.
Really not going
And
to
the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? They were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Like that.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, set.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after one. Moss. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past past the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. A quick slant to Hill. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A run for the fullback, Burton. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer.
Hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Allen going to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back. Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. By action, now it's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Armani Watts. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
All you gotta do is score. All you gotta do is score.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has
Keep the
it
ball.
over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's too long.
Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's a slant to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They give to Burton the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late that turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
What? No. What?
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right.
Oh,
Points that they
why
had
would
to
you?
have. As you said, they have to regroup
Ball,
now and see if they can get them another way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. That
They can just
catch
roll
good
it.
for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be 2nd down. Knox with a nice catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do...
And that's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 54 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Hill shedding the tackle. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. A give to the fullback on the dive. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the give, this is their fullback. And a short gain here down to the 22. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year.